Good morning, friends. Current electricity, and in this current electricity, important law we have studied yesterday, that is, it's a Kirchhoff's law. Based on this Kirchhoff's law or its applications are there in electric circuits, and Wheatstone's bridge is one such circuit where the Kirchhoff's law is used. What is the Wheatstone's bridge, or it is also called as Wheatstone's meter bridge? It's a 3.14 bridge. Now, bridge itself indicates that it's a closed one. It consists of four arms. Whenever we talk about this bridge, it consists of four arms. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not there inside, and there is one here. So this is R1, this is R2, R3, R4. A, B, C, D. Four arms of this one. There are four different resistors are connected. Along AB it is R1, along BC it is R3, along AD it is R2, along DC it is R4. Now at this one, between this A and C, the source is connected. This is known as a source arm. It's a EMF source is connected. It's known as source arm. And then along this one, there is a galvanometer connected. Along BD, galvanometer is connected. It is called as a galvanometer arm. We can exchange galvanometer and battery. Then also the circuit works in the same way. Therefore, these two branches are called as a conjugate branches. This branch AC is called as a battery arm or source arm, and BD is known as the galvanometer arm. Now let's see. Suppose that the current I1 flows through this one and I2 flows through this. It is I is equal to I1 plus I2. Then here let us consider it's a I3 and it's a I4. The Wheatstone's bridge, this circuit is always working when there is no current through galvanometer. When zero current flows through galvanometer, this condition is called as a balancing condition of the bridge. Whatever is there, current Ig through this galvanometer is zero. This is known as balancing condition. Even though the source is giving current, here this plug key we can keep it and this key is closed. Current is flowing through the circuit, but galvanometer does not show any deflection. This condition is called as a balancing condition. It is known as balancing condition. Now, what does it mean? As soon as we say that current Ig is equal to 0, it simply means that I1 is equal to I3 and I2 is equal to I4. I1 is equal to I3 and I2 is equal to I4 because Ig is equal to 0. Now let's see, in this one current is going here, current is going here, current is coming here, current is coming here. So we can apply first one. Apply Kirchhoff's law to A, B, D and E. We have freedom to trace it. I am tracing it in this way. This tracing is anti-clockwise direction. I have traced it in anti-clockwise direction. See it, this current and traced direction is same. So that becomes plus I1 R1 This current and traced direction is same, so that is product is Ig. G is known as resistance of the galvanometer. But here current is coming here and traced loop direction is here. These two, just see, current is here and traced loop direction is here. Therefore, it becomes minus I2 R2. In this complete loop, there is no battery, no EMF source. Therefore, this side it becomes 0. We all know Kirchhoff's law is very simple. IR is equal to summation of V or summation of EMF. So voltage is there, no battery is there. Ig is equal to 0, it becomes I1 R1 minus I2 R2 is equal to 0, or I1 R1 is equal to I2 R2. I1 R1 is equal to I2 R2. Now similarly apply to BCD and B. You can trace it. In this case it is easier to trace in clockwise direction. We are tracing it in clockwise direction. This one we can trace it anti-clockwise or clockwise. See that current and traced direction is same, so this is positive. I3 R3 is positive. Here current is here, traced loop direction is here, opposite. Therefore, in this case, minus I4 R4. In this case, current is here, traced loop direction opposite. Therefore, minus Ig G, which is equal to 0. Ig is equal to 0. I3 R3 minus I4 R4 0. So therefore I3 R3 is equal to R4. These two, if I divide it and substitute it here, this I get it. I1 R3 I2 R4 from here. Again this one, I1 R1 I2 R2 I get R3 by R4, which is equal to R4 by R. This is R1 R2. This came balancing condition. We can even write it like this. R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R2. This is more convenient way. If this is satisfied, if this condition is satisfied, if resistors are adjusted in such a way, then no current passes through galvanometer. This is known as balancing condition of the Wheatstone's bridge. And this condition is beautifully used to measure unknown resistance. Suppose that one resistance we want to measure, that is R4. So R4 is equal to, we can take it, R3 into R2 by R1 from this one. This R4 resistance, among this one of the bridge, R4 is connected here, which we do not know. This we don't know, unknown. Then adjust value of these resistors in such a way that the galvanometer shows 0 deflection. Unknown resistance, connect to any one of the branch and adjust these resistance, anyone, in such a way that Ig, current through galvanometer, is 0. Note down values of these 3, we will get I4. This is the way to find out unknown resistance by using Wheatstone's bridge. That's all. Thank you.